everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Nicole and I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark, and today I'm going to talk about some reselling hacks that maybe you didn't know that you could do on Poshmark. I made another one of these pretty recently, but I know that I had a list of more hacks that I thought would be helpful for people, and I know people like these videos, so if you didn't see the last one, you could definitely watch that after you watch this one, but make sure you stick around because these are all different hacks than I put in the first video. Okay, so the first hack is actually to just stop giving a shipping discount, and you'd be surprised how many people will actually still purchase. So recently Poshmark has done this thing where they allow you to now send out offers via Liker without giving a shipping discount, and I actually have been testing that out and not giving a shipping discount every time I send out an offer, and I've actually found that I'm getting a lot of people accepting my offer without that shipping discount. Now I am giving them a pretty good discount on the listing itself, so maybe that's also why, but I find that when I give a shipping discount, I'm losing so much money on the sale because that's like $2 or $3 every single time I give a shipping discount, if not more, because like if you give you free shipping or something like that. So a good way to save some money and not lose as much on a sale is to just stop giving a shipping discount and see how it really doesn't actually affect your sales that much. Okay, the next hack that I'm going to tell you about is how to delete an active listing from your closet that has active offers on it. So I've talked about how you can, get rid of an active offer on a listing that maybe you need to, resend the offer for, maybe you sent the wrong offer or something like that, or maybe the item has sold on another platform. And another thing that people ask is how do you delete a listing that has an active offer because maybe you sold it on another platform or something like that. So how you delete an item with an active offer on it is the same way you would remove an active offer, is change the size of the item and it will get rid of that active offer, and then you go in and click edit, and then if you scroll all the way to the bottom, there's a delete listing and you can delete the listing that way. So it kind of works the same way, but it's another hack that a lot of people don't know that you can do, and it will save you in the scenario of if you are on multiple platforms and you sold an item on one platform and you need to delete it from another platform. Okay, the next hack that is actually really helpful to just keep in mind in general is if you get any kind of shoes or bags or anything from the Goodwill or a thrift store that has like the sticky tags on it, I know sometimes they're just so hard to get off. I have 3 different solutions for you. One, if you try Goo Gone, that generally works, and it generally gets anything sticky off too. So I always try Goo Gone first. Another solution is if it's really, really stuck on there and you can't get it off, using a blow dryer, just put a little bit of heat. Don't keep it on too long because it might melt the shoe or whatever it is, but if you use a little bit of heat, you can start lifting up the label from the end, and it will actually make it really easy because heat kind of helps remove sticky things like that. So try the blow dryer if you haven't tried that yet. And then the final option that I've actually recently learned, and I didn't realize how helpful it was until I learned it, but basically it's taking a piece of like shipping tape, so like the thick heavy duty shipping tape, and just putting it on top of the label and smooth it out onto the label, make sure it's really stuck on the label, and then just rip it off really fast. Now only do this if it's on the bottom of a shoe that you're not going to ruin, like the sole where it's like the rubber or something like that, because you don't want to do it if it's going to be on top of the shoe on like a specific material, because you don't want it to damage the material. But if you do this, it'll actually rip off the whole label with the tape, and believe me, it's so much easier than like scrubbing it off or like anything like that. So try this if you haven't already. It's a great hack and it will actually save you so much time. Okay, the next hack is actually how you can list faster. So you can save time by either making a template for all your listings and just save it in your phone, in your notes app, and then you can just basically copy and paste that template and then just fill it out as you go through your listings. Or another great way to save time is actually doing voice to text. So I talked about this in a prior video, but I've recently been doing this and I've been saving so much time because like I feel like I could talk way faster than I can type. And so I just have been using voice to text on my phone and going through my listing. And now make sure you check because there might be a typo or it might not have understood something correctly or something like that. But it actually goes so much faster, and I've been able to get through so many more listings just by using voice to text to make those listings. Okay, the next hack that I'm going to talk about in this video is actually how to get an item to show up in multiple search feeds to give it more of a likelihood of selling. So if you list on the increments of 25, 50, I think even 75 and 100 and higher, your item will actually show up in double search feeds, and here's how. So when you go to filter on prices, so if you're a buyer and you're filtering on price, and you say you filter on anything less than 100, if you price your item at exactly 100, it will show up in 100 and below, and it will show up in 100 plus. So it's actually really beneficial because it's, especially if someone's looking for like anything between, 25 and 100, if you put it on like that 50 mark, it'll show up in both. And so I just find that this is a great hack, and a lot of people don't know that you could do this, and a lot of people think like, okay, well, if I list it at 99, it's more appealing than it is at 100. Or if I list it at 49, it's more appealing than it is 50. But I think honestly with Poshmark, it doesn't really make that much of a difference because people are not looking at it like that. And really it's not like you could say like the price is $49.99 because you can't price like that on Posh. So I just find that I actually have more success when I list things around those numbers. Now, obviously this isn't going to work for everything. Like if you have pieces that are less than 25 or something like that, but keep that in mind. Like if you are listing an item at 26, it will show up in more searches if you list it at the 25 number because it'll show up in the 0 to 25 and the 25 to 50 categories. So just keep this in mind, and again, it's not going to work for every listing, but it will work for a bunch of listings, and you'll actually find that your items are selling quicker because they're showing up in double feeds. And yes, not everyone does search through the filter, but this is just a great way to kind of weed out certain people and also get more eyes on your items because, again, getting more eyes on your items is so important, and we could all use more attention on our pieces sometimes. So I hope this video was helpful, and I hope you learned a hack or two in this video. Let me know down below which was your favorite hack from this video, and also let me know down below what your favorite hacks are that maybe I didn't talk about in this video, because I think there are always so many different opportunities of things that people can learn on Poshmark, or maybe different things that they've tried over time that have helped them have more success. A lot of these things I've tried recently or over the last couple of years, and I've found that they really help me have more success on the platform. So let me know down below if you have any favorite hacks that you like that you want to share with somebody else, maybe that's just starting out, or maybe they didn't know that you could do that. Making people's lives so much easier on Poshmark is so helpful, especially because so many things are so difficult to do, like for example just getting rid of an active offer. It's not very obvious, and a lot of people don't know how to do that, and so just simply changing the size of the item is like, wow, why didn't I think about that? And again, a lot of these things are so simple, but they are just life-changing when it comes to Poshmark. If you want to see another video on maybe things that you should do to improve your listings on Poshmark, maybe reasons why they're not selling and what you can do to fix those, you can click right here. And if you want to see another video on how you can get consistent sales on Poshmark, even without doing live shows, I have some great tips in this video for those that are not interested in doing live shows, which I know is the majority of you. So you can click right here for that video on those details. But until next time, I will see you then.